Welcome back, everyone. We have a special guest that comes from kind of our local territory. I'm trying to get something that was a little different. It was kind of more of the user experience, but also someone who's gets involved with the community and wants to always push that positive side. So I've got Lisa Fisher from Positively Frankston. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Andrew. How you going?
Good, good, good. So first of all, tell us about, I like to call it PF. So
PF.
yeah. So tell us about Positively Frankston.
Yeah, it was a group that I started up 3 years ago. It came about because I live in Frankston and kind of got a little bit sick of everyone bagging it, basically.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I live here. I can see how fantastic it is. It's got so much stuff, things to do. It's just well located. And I thought, you know what? Let's find out who else thinks the same, and let's get them together and united.
Mm. So
So that's what it was.
so how long have you been running the Facebook group for?
About just over 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
3 years. Yeah.
And you've got a great following, and people really enjoy it. What is some of the challenges you've found kind of running a very popular Facebook group?
Oh, like social media has its good and bad. There's always the downside, which is, people, I guess, like to put their opinions on there, and you get your ones that deliberately come on to cause trouble. But in my group, funnily enough, I actually haven't had too much of that. We seem to attract very like-minded people who, it's called Positively Frankston, that's the name. So obviously there's not a lot of tolerance for people that want to come in and cause trouble. But you do get the odd one. But basically, I've managed to somehow attract a fantastic community of people who are aligned and thinking the same way that I am. And so far, it's been really a really great experience.
Yeah. And so how much time does it take you to kind of look after a group like this?
A lot.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, the last 3 years I've dedicated my whole life to it. It's been something I've been really passionate about. I was driven to make it successful. Yeah, my husband will tell you that he lost me there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big commitment, but
Yeah.
something I enjoy.
Well, that's good that like you're something that you're passionate about and you're going to put in, because it's basically, it is a voluntary position, and
Mm.
it's something that's done basically from the heart. And but the thing is, on the other side, is that by doing it that way, you're doing it for the right reasons. And yeah, and like you said before, you're very passionate about the area and you want to give a positive spin. So you've got that, that going for you. And I think that radiates from the group. I've noticed it. It's like if has its own life. There's
Oh,
something.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It has an energy about it. It's interesting, isn't it? And
Yeah.
people feel very connected, very proud of it,
Yeah.
supported by it.
Mm.
There's definitely a sense of unity and belonging.
Mm.
Perfect for a community group. It's exactly what I wanted to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah. And like and running it, because that's the one thing, is it's like people create Facebook groups and they may not have an IT background, or even you could say they might not have a customer service relation, like dealing with people. So did you have any of that before you kind of started this group, or was just a natural progression?
I learnt a lot on the way.
Yeah.
I had the basic sort of computer skills. And as I
Mm.
met people on the journey, they sort of taught me a little bit about social media,
Mm.
even to the point of just putting that little @ symbol so you could tag and it would come up where places are. And,
Yeah.
I've learnt a lot.
Yeah.
Meeting up. I guess it's the right people come along at the right time to teach you, which is
Mm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But no, I certainly am in awe of people like you guys who just know everything about IT, and I've got so much to learn.
Yeah. But the other thing is see, a big part of anything that I do, or everyone I'm associated with IT and business and all that sort of stuff, is it is dealing with clients, it is dealing with customers, and the big part is communication. That is the big bit. You can have all the skills, but if you can't communicate that, that's where you get yourself in trouble. And that's why I think that you are a great communicator,
Oh, thanks.
and how you put things out, because when you it's different to other Facebook groups that I've seen, like how it looks, how it feels, the how people talk in it, is that that's bringing your persona too, but you've communicate that. And I think also, yeah, your communication skills are excellent, and and that's why it makes it successful. So, and sometimes you don't see that in even corporate related social media, where they're keeping a line, but there's none of that uh, person feel. So, and
Mm.
that's why I see in that. And I think it's basically how you write things, how it's positioned, how it looks, just the feel of it. You can tell that it's different. It's different.
Well,
Yeah.
you've just given me a fantastic compliment. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
that's okay. Yeah. No, it's
I
but
guess,
yeah. Hmm.
I guess, Andrew, the thing is, I always come from the heart. And when you
Hmm.
come from the heart, I think you can't get it wrong.
Yeah.
Um, that's the thing. You be true to yourself, and you don't
Hmm.
always get it right. And you have a feel for it. And,
Hmm.
there's no pretenses here. It's not coming from a place of ego. I don't have anything to gain except, bringing this community together.
Hmm.
Like you said, it's not about making money. I don't get paid for this, so
Hmm.
it's very genuine. It's very authentic,
Hmm.
and that's something I'm proud of.
Yeah, and I can see by the responses and everyone else mentioning recently, when you kind of closed it up for a little while. You want to add on why you thought you should close it up for a little while?
Oh, I guess
Hmm.
I felt that it had got to the point that there wasn't much more I could offer it. That
Hmm.
I'd sort of like wanted to go out on a high. I
Hmm.
guess I'd came to a point in my life too where I was working full time and my energies were very pulled in different directions.
Yeah.
And um, yeah, sometimes I thought, well, maybe this is it. Maybe this is as far as I can take this group. And
Hmm.
also, I come from a community development background. So with community development projects, I usually have, the way I've been taught is to have an end date with things that
Hmm.
sometimes you don't want to let it drift to the end and it sort
Yeah.
of dies out slowly. And I
Yes.
thought, well, maybe, I've done my job here.
Yeah.
I've created something. And I thought that might do, it might be enough. But
Yeah.
clearly,
Yeah.
the people thought otherwise, and I missed it too.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. You said about the community development, experience, and that. So that explains a lot too to me. So yeah, but I understand the whole thing about going out on a high and having an end game. So that's, I think, the good thing about this is that you're the one who has control over how long you do something like this. And of course, like with anything, you can't go on forever. And even though you might have people going, please, 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 please keep on
Mm,
going, in the end it's up to you. And that's the other thing, is that people don't forget these things. We live in an age where some people think they do something and then it ends and then it's forgotten. Generally, you'll get a core of people who will think highly of that particular period. So yeah.